Hi there, I'm Kris Ripper. I am recording this to welcome you to my blog tour for my book As La Vista Turns, which is the fifth and final book in the Queers of La Vista series. Pretty excited about this release. The last book is always the scariest for me because it is your last chance to sort of honor the readers who have come with you through the series as they sort of say goodbye to it. Although, I mean, goodbye-ish. I kind of write a lot of extra stuff often, but, goodbye-ish to the series after As La Vista Returns. I thought that it would be kind of a fun fact if I told you a little bit about the story behind As La Vista Returns. It was actually the first book I ever thought of in this series before I knew it was going to be a series. I did know Zane, and I knew sort of who she was going to fall for and what her arc would be. And I came up with this idea as to be the book that I wrote while trying to conceive, because I figured it would take so long to actually conceive that by the end of that I needed to have something to show for it. So I thought I would have my regular books that I was writing, and then this sort of extra book that I would write in extra moments in order to stave off my anxiety and sort of crazy treadmill energy. And then I ended up conceiving on the first cycle that I tried to conceive, which is crazy. Very, very lucky and very, well, I did many years of research, let's just say. Many, many years of research. But still very, very lucky, and, thank you to my genetics and reproductive system. So it ended up that I had, I think, 30,000 words, I want to say, maybe 20,000 words of this book written, and had so built it up in my head as the book I was going to write while trying to conceive that I couldn't keep writing it. Like, I just couldn't go to that place in my head anymore. Some books are like that. You have to have a place in your head for them. So I put it aside for, actually, I guess, 5 years. And then, separately, was considering writing this series about a queer community and how everyone played together. Started thinking about Mildred a lot, who plays a relatively significant role in book one, which is Gaze of Our Lives, and wanted almost immediately to pair her up with Zane just to see what would happen. Spoilers, it's a romance novel. They get together. I guess that's actually spoilers for the rest of the series, but only if you didn't read the descriptions. Which I guess some people don't, which, that is some willpower to not read the series descriptions. I'm sorry, I'm off on a tangent here. So yes, that is how the first book I started in this series became the last book that I finished, because I actually, I guess, knew Zane so well by the time I wrote the first scene of Gaze of Our Lives, in which she is. The first scene in this series and the last scene in this series take place at Club Fred's. Just FYI, little book ending thing there, because I thought it was fun. But in any event, there you have it. There you have it. That's your little tidbit about the writing planning process for Queers of La Vista, and more specifically for As La Vista Turns. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the blog tour and the book. Bye.